You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, you need my name?
Yes.
I'm Deputy Chief Gil Garza. Gil, G-I-L, Garza, G-A-R-Z-A. You guys hear me okay? All right.
Go ahead.
All right. We are investigating 3 incidences where 4 juvenile females have been approached by a suspicious black male. 2 of the incidents occurred on November 5th, and the 3rd occurred yesterday on December 2nd. In one of the incidents that occurred on November 5th, the department has determined an indecency with a child by exposure took place in the 3000 block of West Wheatland Road at approximately 7:30 a.m. That was on November 5th. The suspect in the incident is described as follows: a black male, 30 to 40 years of age, dark complexion, thin build, approximately 6 feet tall, short black hair, and a beard. He had a beard. The suspect was driving a black 4-door vehicle with a silver chrome black bumper, silver horizontal lines striping down both sides of the door. In the second incident on the same date, 2 juvenile females were approached in the 4800 block of Village Fair at approximately 8 a.m. This is on the same date, November 5th, where they were followed by a suspicious black male who alarmed them. The two juveniles ran from the location, made it to school, and at that time no criminal offense was identified. In the incident that recently occurred yesterday, a juvenile female was approached by a suspicious black male in the 3700 block of Kimbledale at approximately 8 a.m. and the suspect attempted to speak to her. Being fearful, the complainant, the juvenile, ran from the location, and the suspect chased her on foot for a short distance before fleeing in his vehicle, and the juvenile was unharmed. The description of the suspect and the vehicle in the last 2 incidents just described is a black male, 25 to 30 years of age, light complexion, short hair, clean shaven, and tall. The vehicle description is a black, new-looking 4-door car with no front plate, silver chrome grille, silver chrome around the windows, possibly inaccurate. So what we're doing here today is we want to put this out to the community, wanting to make sure that if they see something, we want them to say something. We want them to call 911, call the police, have the children report any incidents either to the police when they call 911, or they can go to their school DISD officer. DISD police have officers stationed at schools as well, so they can go and make a report, and they can make a report as well. We're working in collaboration with them to make sure that the children are safe going to and coming from school. So working together collaboratively, putting the information out through our neighborhood police officers. As you can see, these incidents have occurred in the morning when the children are on the way to school, either going to a bus stop or walking to the school itself. This is when they're being approached. So we wanted to get this out to the community, be proactive, and make sure that they inform us so that we can take care of these child predators and put them in jail. Any questions?
Chief, how close are these incidents to schools themselves?
How close? They're pretty close. It's I would say at least within a half mile from what it looks like, because the girls, these particular juveniles, were really close to the school as they came up. In the second incident, the 2 females that were together, they were very, very close to the school. So they were able to run to, and when they were running, they got to another group of juveniles that were there close to the school.
So what would make you think that these are linked, these 3 incidents?
Well, you know, we have some similarities in both cases. We have cases with the black car and the black male. Although the ages are a little bit different from the 2, we're being very cautious in saying it. We had 2 on the same day, different descriptions, but then we had the one yesterday that had a similar description, and we wanted to make sure that it could be possibly, one could be possibly related to the other 2, but that we saw a pattern here, and we wanted to jump on it and make sure that the community knew, and make sure anytime we see crimes or offenses or incidents involving children, we have spend a tremendous amount of resources to protect children.
But the similarities in some sense enough to say maybe this is there a link that's possibly?
There's a possible link, and so we want to make sure that if there is any suspects or anybody else that's been approached in this manner, children, they might not know an offense occurred, or that something happened to them, or they may report it and never got reported to us. So we want to make sure that that we say, hey, there is something here, and if you see something, say something, get it to us.
How has the department responded to this? Will parents notice an increased presence around some of these schools?
Yes, we're working with Chief Miller at DISD, and he has his officers on alert. We have our neighborhood police officers. We have extra patrol going to those locations around there right now, especially in those particular schools. But in the surrounding areas, there's between the charter schools and we have the private schools. There's in that area, the southwest area, south central area, and just around that 35, there's 67. There's schools surrounding both sides of the highway. So all officers are on alert. Our neighborhood patrol officers are going and making sure that they're getting to and from school. And so we want to continue that effort. But we can't do it by ourselves. We do need the help from the community. We need help from the parents. When parents are taking their kids to school and they see something, they will know if there's something suspicious. DISD has put out some tips for the kids as well through in a letter to the parents. So some really good tips there, and they're able to share that with the community. So,
What are the victims' ages?
the victims' ages, we're looking at anywhere from 14 to 16. So they're middle school age kids. These kids were going to from middle school, one of the village fair, one of the alternative center there, and then the middle school in Dallas, over the southwest area of Dallas.
Besides age and female, are there any similarities in the victim that makes you think that the suspects might be looking for a particular type of person?
No, I think they're just targeting just the children, young age, isolated by themselves. Where they can come up without anybody distractions. I mean, they see it, they target, nobody around. They're in their car. They come up to the person and say, hey, can you want to ride? Do you want? Can I give you a ride to school? Can I get you something to drink? Can I take you to the coffee shop? Whatever. It's just more of like an isolated incident, an isolated target.
Can you tell us what they might have said?
Last question.
So,
Can you tell us what they might have said to one of those victims?
In one of the incidents, you ask him for a ride. I mean, it's like, can I give you a ride? So,
Should the kids change their behaviors at all in the coming days here, in terms of
they
the way
should.
they're walking to school?
When they're walking to school, they walk in pairs. They should be together. They should, be verbal when they're engaging in somebody, screaming and running away and yelling. We teach our children now to do that, to yell, scream. If they feel someone's following them, they probably are following you, and so they should be changing their tactics, going different ways to school. The safest way, the most direct. Sometimes the most direct route isn't the safest, so we want to make sure that we that the training is still there. When we have training, we've got police officers that are going to the schools and doing our Blue in School program. It's brand new, and so they're putting that kind of information out. I know there's other schools that are proactive that are making sure that the children are getting this kind of education. So
The first two incidents you said the suspect approached him in a vehicle, and the last incident yesterday, he got out of the vehicle, or
yeah, it's the
this
same
person?
vehicle. That was one of the links there.
So the first incident was the same description as the yesterday's incident?
The first incident, one of the descriptors is a black vehicle. So yes, in a black male in a black vehicle. We're not sure if it's a match, but we want to make sure that we want to take every precaution necessary to inform the public that it could be a match. Okay.
Did you say he got out of the vehicle and approached the children?
Yeah, which one